Okay, now let's see how this technology works in action. First, a user will notice a hamburger button hovering in their line of sight. When they click on this, it will open a menu. From this menu, you can see that there's a search bar and a multilingual keyboard that can enter characters in Latin or Japanese kana in this instance. Other languages can be added as necessary. In this case, let's search for the word frog. When the search button is clicked, a definition of the word will appear, which features the Japanese kanji, its phonetic equivalent, the English equivalent, and several example sentences. Additionally, a 3D model is instantiated. It can be picked up and manipulated by the user. The user can then set it down anywhere within the scene. Now let's search for another term, this time using the Japanese keyboard. Let's search for the Japanese word for dog, inu. When we click search, you'll see that a similar definition page pops up, even though we've searched in Japanese kana. As well, you can see that another 3D model has been instantiated, this time a dog. Let's place it next to the frog. I think he could use a friend. Now, let's talk about the second use case, which is searching for entries from object labels. Let's say, for example, I don't know how to say computer in Japanese. I can walk over to this computer, which has an associated object label, click, and then I'll see a label that pops up with computer. In this case, it's written in Latin characters, but if I use the search button, once again, it will take me to the dictionary menu where I can see the Japanese equivalent is pasokon. Here again, I can see the English equivalent and several example sentences. Here you can see that many objects within the same scene can have object labels associated with them. As much as I like the dog and frog, they're cluttering up my desk, and I need some more space. Let's get rid of these instantiated objects by placing them in the trash. The specific method for removing objects may vary from application to application, but in this case, we've created an animation that is triggered when the object is placed in a trash can. Now that I've cleared off my desk, let me demonstrate the third use for this technology. Let's say that I want to explain an action word, such as where, and my friend is not very proficient at English. By looking up the definition for where, all I would receive is text, which might not be very useful for explaining this concept to my friend. But I can explain it by proxy. First, I'll search for the word hat, and when I click the search button, it will instantiate a 3D object of a hat. I can pick this up, and if I were speaking to my friend, I could demonstrate the action of wearing a hat. Wear. Wear. In this way, I can explain something that does not have an associated 3D object. As a future step, we'd like to conduct a pilot study to see how this technology is actually used in the wild, so to speak, by real users who are learning a foreign language. By gathering thoughts from users about what features were useful and what were not, we could improve the usability of this technology and potentially add other useful features. Upon concluding the pilot study, we'd like to investigate the effectiveness of this technology in a controlled experimental setting. We think that this would be of great benefit to language learners, especially those who are just beginning and may not know exactly how to interpret a text definition found within a dictionary, but may, through the use of visual aids, be able to understand more than they would otherwise. Thank you so much for watching our presentation. If you'd like to contact us, please don't hesitate. I've been your presenter, Noel Vincent, and you can find my email here. Additionally, if you're interested in information about other VR projects that I'm currently working on, please visit moji.media or scan this QR code here. Once again, thank you very much.